Hello guys, today we're doing a review on the lackluster sequel to The Predator, Predator 2. This is a sequel to the first Predator movie, and today we're going over the story and then the goods and bads of the movie. This movie is Let's start with the plot. In Los Angeles, LA is suffering from a most heated turmoil between Colombian and Jamaican drug cartels. Proof that we should not be inviting these people into our country. But they have been fighting, and Lieutenant Michael L. Holland, that's the guy who saves other wounded officers to drive the Colombians back to the hideout. Predator kills all the Colombians and causes disturbance that prompts Hurricane police detectives Warner Cantrell and Danny Acura to defy orders and enter the hideout. They find that the Colombians have been slaughtered, and Harrigan shoots the crazed gang leader off the route. He catches a glimpse of the camouflage Predator, but dismisses the effect of extreme heat and his acrophobia. At the station, the Harrigan is yelled at for his disobedience. He is introduced to Special Agent Keys, leader of the task force investigating the cartels, Detective Jerry Lambert, and newest member of Harrigan's team. Later that evening, Jamaicans enter the Colombian drug horde's penthouse and murder him, but they're all killed by the Predator. Harrigan's team finds the drug lord's body in Jamaican skin, corpses, of course, suspended from the rafters, noticing that it was similar to the Colombian massacre. Keys arrives and kicks Harrigan's team out. Akira later finds out to continue investigating. He finds the Predator's spear tip and the convincing spent. The working Predator kills him. Harrigan follows to bring down Danny's killer, believing that it was dealing with an assassin. Fork analysis revealed the spear tip is not of Earth origin, of periodic table origin. Seeking answers, the good guys meets with the drug lord King Willie, a voodoo practitioner in the alley. King Willie Harrigan says the killer is supernatural, that he's prepared himself for a battle against him. Harrigan, more like confused, dreams of a predator before the predator kills him, taking his head as a trophy. Tracing a lead that Danny's killer has recently been at a SWAT house, Harrigan arranges to meet his team and meets and take the subway to Las Vegas when the Predator attacks the subway, and Lambert faces off against Predator and dies. Cantrell is expelled after the Predator scan of the body reveals she is pregnant. Arriving on the scene, that numerous civilians dead and deserted, the Cantrell Harrigan chases the fleeing Predator and is intercepted by C's man. Keys reveals that the killer is extraterrestrial of infrared vision that uses camouflage and has been hunting humans throughout armed conflicts, most recently in Central America. Keys and his team had set a trap in a SWAT house using thermally insulated suits and cryogenic weapons to capture for studies. When the Predator arrives, the traps are used, but the Predator uses a mask to scan various wavelengths to identify the lights from the torches, and they outmaneuver and swats the men before looting Keys. Harrigan attacks the Predators, but Rally looting it before Rally's destroys the weapon, and they have a massive fight. And then before he does the self-destruct, the guy man for the disc, making the self-destruct not work. Predator falls into a building and flees through the building, and then they find the elevator shaft, and then they fight in the spaceship, and then this Predator eventually dies, and the other Predator appears to collect them so they can mourn his death, and Harrigan escapes from the ship as it takes off. This also appears in the Predator Holiday Special Sort. Well, after they kill the one Predator, the other Predators come and see Santa to collect the dead comrade, and they capture the alien, but the creatures will return. That's the thing, but nobody watched this movie. Not really nobody. It just didn't make enough money back of its $5 million budget, and a sequel followed 20 years later in Predators. This film is okay. Let's go to the bad. The storyline is kind of just the same as the first one. People die, and it's really a mystery film. not really a horror film. It's really just a murder mystery film that is. They made it more of an action film than a thriller film like the first. They didn't really make it like a thriller. That's the reason why the first was so great, because there was the predator adapting to the environment of the world and of humans and of the world. And let's go to the good. The action's great. It's a great film if you want to watch. So as a action film, it's a great. Has a lot of a really long, great action scene. It's not really a horror movie. It's really just people fighting. It was a murder mystery. Then it goes into action. I give this movie a 6 out of 10, and it's a decent movie. If you like the first movie, you'll like the second movie. But if you didn't like the first Predator, I would not recommend this to you. Not at all. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and goodbye.